Ivanka Trump speaking at the W20 summit to promote the economic empowerment of women. Watch.
I cared very much about empowering women in the workplace and the opportunity to have an elevated platform to be able to sit here on this stage. And thank you, Chancellor, for your very gracious invitation. I'm humbled to be here with so many formidable leaders to engage in dialogue, to learn, to bring the advice, to bring the knowledge back to the United States, back to both my father and the President. And hopefully that will bring about incremental positive change, and that is my goal.
This coming after German Chancellor Angela Merkel reportedly invited Ivanka Trump to the summit. Joining us right now is Vesco Oil Corporation co-owner Lena Epstein. Lena, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Good morning.
So we wanted to talk to you as a business owner. This is Ivanka Trump's first international visit since officially taking a role in her father's administration. What message do you see her visit sending to women worldwide as a female business owner yourself?
Ivanka is going to send the same message that she's been sending all along, and that is that women can do anything that they put their minds to. That we make up 50% of the population, and it's very, very important that we do whatever we can to empower women, not just in America, but across this beautiful globe.
How do you do that, Dagan? I mean, are there policies, are there things, do you think, that she could be doing here to actually promote empowerment for women in the United States?
She has her...
It is a...
I was just going to say, and you can get in on this, Lena, but Ivanka Trump has her father's ear. And she was very careful to say that. I'm not here to talk. I'm here to listen and take these ideas back to my father. And those leaders on that stage, you see Angela Merkel there speaking, sitting next to Christine Lagarde, they know that. She was instrumental in getting her father to start talking about a federal maternity benefit for all women. And that's really, that might sound liberal, but that's certainly where Ivanka comes into this administration.
Yeah, you're right. Lena, what do you think?
I think it's going to be a public-private partnership, just as most major issues are in this country. I think bringing the issues forward, talking about them in summits that are occurring today is critical. And there's no better spokeswoman for women of America than Ivanka, and she will be taking this information back to the administration. And I know that she has the ear of her father, and the world is listening.
Well, Lena, let me ask you, this is the kind of thing that in the past the First Lady would normally do. And the question is, what is Ivanka Trump doing or saying that would be different as the daughter of a Republican president, that would be different than the wife of a Democratic president, Michelle Obama, would have done in the same sort of situation? Is there really any change in this issue, or is it kind of the same?
I think it's a great question. I think it's always dangerous to compare administrations and first ladies. Melania Trump does an extraordinary job serving as America's first lady, and Ivanka is in a very, very special position serving as an advisor to the administration, to the president. I think she has an incredible opportunity with her soft-spoken, brilliant nature to be an inspiration to not just women in America, but across the world, and that's what she's trying to accomplish today. There have been children across history that have helped and advised their presidents. I'm thinking of FDR and Anna Roosevelt and the role that she played in her father's administration. This is not unprecedented, and it's certainly welcome and needed. I had the opportunity to work with her, with Ivanka, closely on the campaign trail last year. I hosted her for a Women's Economic Summit in Detroit, similar to the one on a much smaller scale, but similar to the one that she's participating in today. And the big question is, how do we overcome societal norms? How do we engage families? How do we accept and understand that women can be mothers, can be wives, and also be very, very important contributors to our gross domestic product? That is at the heart of Ivanka's goal and message today and going forward, and for the administration's objectives.
Can we be more specific here? Besides being an inspiration to women, what are we talking about from a policy perspective that she can or should be bringing back to the President of the United States that needs to be changed to elevate women's role either in the workforce or at home? What specifically are we talking about that needs to happen?
I think it's important to note that Ivanka is an unpaid advisor to her father. It is not her role specifically to generate or recommend policy, but rather to bring forth important facts and perspectives for the administration's consideration. I'll be keen to see what comes out of today's conversation and in the days ahead. I think that's where the real policy is formed. Ivanka plays a key role in bringing people together and advocating on behalf of women, but she is not a policy creator, and nor should we be looking to her to fill that important role.
Yeah, Ivanka and the president of the World Bank, Jim Young Kim, also released an op-ed in the Financial Times yesterday, and here's what it says. Quote, as world leaders seek to reignite the global economy, a large part of the formula for growth and stability is undervalued, the economic empowerment of women. This is an invaluable asset with proven returns. So, Lena, in that op-ed, Trump is calling for progress on programs to train female entrepreneurs and mentorship opportunities for networking. What do you make of that in terms of increasing opportunities?
Yes, Maria, and a big part of her visit today will be visiting vocational training programs, looking at how other countries are training women. And I think this will be the big part of the conversation. How do we actually take the rhetoric and translate that into something tangible? It's going to be an uphill battle to teach women, to teach men that women can be an important part, need to be an important part of the workplace. The vocational training is going to be very, very important, not just in America, but in countries around the world. And I challenge Ivanka to continue to bring these tough issues to bear. It was a beautiful, beautiful op-ed, and for all of your listeners and viewers who have not yet read it, I encourage you to go to the Financial Times. Beautifully written op-ed stating the facts that women represent 50% of the population, and yet we're so underserved in the workplace. And we have the potential to grow the gross domestic product by leaps and bounds.
Yeah, really interesting stuff. Lena, thank you very much for weighing in. Lena Epstein,
thank you, Maria,
joining you there. And I think